This Nephilim's going to protect her, though, isn't it? Isn't he or she? Behind you. Maybe not.
This is ours, demon. Orders.
Oh. This is the other Archangel's sister, whose name I cannot think of. Dandriel? No. Dandriel?
No.
Come with me if you want to live.
What an entrance. Come with me if you want to live.
What are you? I don't even know your name.
Dagon. It's Dagon.
Dagon. I wasn't even close. Dagon.
Your child? He could save us all.
He?
You didn't know.
We have a gender.
No.
Kelly, the Angels, the Winchesters, the good guys, they want you dead, but I can protect you. I can protect your son. You don't have to run anymore.
This is going to be dangerous, guys. I'm nervous.
Hey, Gavin. Good to see you. How's life in the 21st century treating you?
Oh, fine. Where's my father then?
Walk with us, Gav.
How sick is he?
How about that?
It's got to be a wig on his head, surely.
We need your help, Gavin.
Help. Help!
Nah, we're fine. Just
Help.
hear us out, please.
How did you find... What are you going to do?
At least it's the same actor now. He's got the piercing.
We figured there's someone you'd want to meet.
You Danny?
Hello, Gavin. You look just like my father when he was young.
Gavin, meet Rowena, your grandmother.
My grandmother? She can't be alive.
Well, technically, dude, neither can you. Gavin, what can you tell us about the other passengers who were supposed to make the crossing?
Ordinary folk. Storekeepers, farmers, a doctor, a teacher.
A teacher?
Because it was a teacher that was killed, right?
Fiona Duncan, the love of my life. When she found out I was going to America, nothing would do but I take her with me. I told her it was too dangerous.
How did it get here? If you didn't board the ship, then she wouldn't have either, right?
I don't know. Obviously, I never made it to the ship.
What's that you say?
I love just seeing her
Come
again.
in? Don't mind if I do.
She's such a badass.
Your sons, I'm sure they're fine lads and all, but it might be best if you were to disengage from them a bit.
Disengage?
This work, it's demanding, and it must come first.
I'm sorry. Nothing comes before my family. Not with me.
Really? Or is that just what you want to believe?
I hate to agree, but it might be right.
But when you hunt, Mary, you're one of the best I've ever seen.
So he's saying that she's vulnerable when she's around him.
But when you're in the thick of it, nothing but a blade in your hand and blood in the air, that's the real you. The best you.
Creeper.
And I think you know it. And I think that scares the hell out of you.
That would have been my response, by the way, guys.
Oh, that's it for me. How about a glass of wine? Oh, yeah. I read one more internet bought paper on Bleak House, I'll scream. Again? The panel?
You're gonna watch her die now. I just heard the scariest noise. I don't know if it was in my headset or not. If someone murders me right now, at least it's all on camera.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it has been for a long time.
What?
It was a ghost. Roxelle told me to slow it down.
All right, we gotta figure out if this was Fiona. So, showtime.
O restless spirit, make thy presence known to me.
Nailed it.
Fiona. It is I, Gavin. You're Gavin.
Also known as Shrek.
I must speak with you.
Here she bees. Oh, wow.
Fiona.
Gavin. I came to your room.
It wasn't my fault. I was sent somewhere else.
I hid myself aboard the Star, and you weren't there to protect me. The crew, they came to scorn me and mock me, and worse.
I'm gonna hazard a guess that she isn't Scottish. I could be wrong.
Her life aboard that ship was so unbearable, she felt death would be a relief. But the sweet maid I knew is now a spirit bent on revenge.
So we agree Fiona has to be stopped.
We can't burn her bones. They're at the bottom of the Atlantic.
Could destroy the locket. Then again, she might also be tethered to something else on the ship.
Either way, nothing can bring back the poor people she killed.
Are you sure you're Crowley's son?
Actually, there might be a way to fix pretty much everything.
What?
Keep Fiona from going Casper in the first place.
Yeah. There's no reason for her to be a ghost if she's not angry and alone on the ship.
You don't intend to tamper with the flow of time, do you?
It sounds like they are.
Look, we're looking for a fix here, okay? This is it. Get him aboard that ship.
Yeah, but the
He
butterfly
travels with
effect.
Fiona, keeps her safe.
And go to his death. That's your solution.
Well, I didn't say it was the fun one, okay? Just the one, and you know it.
I don't know that.
Fiona and me, we'll spend eternity together.
Never gonna happen. Just because Dim and Dimmer here can't keep their own family all in the same dimension doesn't mean they can mess with mine.
Father, I want to do this.
What you want is a gym membership, happy hour at Hooters and Cubs tickets, none of which are available anywhere else but here.
I've made up my mind.
And why did you call me?
You called him?
To say goodbye.
Let him go, Fergus.
Butt out.
Fergus? He's not like us.
Fergus.
He believes in things. Let him do what he believes is right. Manecte!
Mother. Damn you.
I'm sorry, Father.
Wow, it hits hard with seeing Crowley tear up. Didn't expect that. There goes that connection with the whole family thing again. Like, this season as a whole is just going in on that. Like, those emotions just so raw. Did it really need to go across the whole hand? You know, just a little cut. Trying to speed it up, bleed him dry.
Ready to do this, Gavin?
You're positive this will work?
Never done it before. But our granddad did. And Abaddon. And Rowena tweaked the spell so that you could use it.
All right.
I guess the first time that they did this, they're just reverting back before Abaddon did it, right? So I guess they do kind of know that it's going to be the right way. I think. I'm already doubting myself now. Let me know in the comments. This whole time travel thing like just blows my mind.
Kayla. Hugo. Kayla.
That looks so cool.
Looks like history's back on track. Thank you, Gavin.
Oh,
Hey!
Would this alter Abaddon though? Because she wouldn't have died the way that she died if it wasn't that whole Crowley-Gavin thing.
There's no easy way to say it, so I'm just gonna say it. I have sort of been working with the British men of letters.
She's done it.
Ah.
That's why you should trust your gut, Dean.
Mom, we have a history with them.
I know, Sam.
Do you remember them torturing Sam, burning his foot, poisoning him?
But they're doing good work. I have helped them save people, a lot of people. We can learn from them.
Learn how to be evil?
Do not give me the face.
What face?
You know the face.
There's no face.
That's the face.
Mom, we have our own toolkit, and it works just fine. And for obvious reasons, like broken ribs and burnt feet.
Yep, I remember that.
We don't trust the Brits.
I mean, I never trust a Brit in an American TV show either.
So where does that leave us?
On 2 separate islands, I think.
Same as always. Family.
You need to make a decision. I don't like that. I don't like when family is used as a sort of like a blackmail, like trapping.
I know there's an ugly, rancid, spiteful reason why you sent my son, your grandson, to his death. I want to know what it is.
He was a lovely boy, and in your own lizard way, I know you cared for him, just as I cared for Oscar.
Oscar?
Oh, so this was revenge kill.
So it was all drivel you were spewing about Gavin doing the right thing.
It was the right thing. Maybe for Gavin, certainly for me. It allowed me to watch you suffer the loss of a child.
Payback.
I'm your mother, dear. Who better to crush your shriveled heart?
Watching Rowena is like a life lesson in how not to be a mother. Dagon. Interesting. Okay, so another episode down. I really did think that this would slow, and it kind of did, but it was still really enjoyable. And I think a lot of that has to do with this root of the arc of this season, which is family. And I think every time I watch an episode, I'm just triggered that little bit by that emotion of family. I do want to touch upon what Mary said at the end there with because they were like, well, what do we do now? You're working with the Brits. We don't like the Brits. Where does that leave us? And I didn't like what she said, where we are just family, where we always are. And the reason why I'm triggered by that is that I feel like some people in life feel like because you're family, you owe them something. And if you disagree with something that they're doing, you're supposed to just crack on because you're family. And I don't agree with that. I think the correct thing for her to say then was, this is what I feel passionate about. If you really do not want me to do this, then I will honour that. And if she really felt so passionately about it and she wanted to continue something that the boys didn't like her to do, she should have said, well, I'm going to continue this. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I hope that we can still, you know, be close and stuff. But if you really don't, then okay. Again, would have totally disagreed with it. But it's that word which we're family, as if to say, just let this one be, because, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm reading a bit too much into it, but that's the vibe that I got, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how that sat, and her choosing to go with the men of letters, even though the boys, I mean, the fact that she lied as well, I mean, that should be proof in itself that she knows she's doing the wrong thing. If you have to lie and hide something, you're probably doing something wrong. And the way that Mr. Ketch was talking to her, like, I think you should just distance yourself from your boys because they make you vulnerable. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It should have been a red flag for her as well, but it doesn't look like it is. She just sees this as, she saved a lot of people working for them, so they must be doing the right thing. You know, just totally ignoring the fact that they captured the Winchesters. they feel that they don't do their jobs right and that Mr. Ketch has to clean up after them all the time. And yeah, she doesn't know them at all. You know, like the trust there is a bit misplaced. I think she should be spending more time with her boys and making up for lost time with them. Instead, she's playing silly buggers with the Brits, you know what I mean? These Brits can't be trusted. They cannot. They can't be trusted. The whole Rowena and Crowley thing, seeing Crowley's eyes fill up with tears got me, which I didn't expect it would, but it did. It really did. And Rowena doing... I genuinely thought, more fool me, that Rowena was looking out for her grandson. I'm so stupid to even think that that was a thing. I'm mad at myself for thinking that that was a thing, because clearly it was all revenge and it was savage, completely savage. I mean, he did want to do it, so it's not like he's done something he didn't want to do, but still, her reasonings behind it was a bit bad. So I'm wondering now what Crowley's going to do. Seeing Lucifer at the end there as well, and filling in the blanks to what happened was interesting, and seeing him sort of feel confident and powerful at the thought of his son, you know, thriving, was interesting as well and quite scary. So we have, I forgot the name again, Dagon. It was Dagon. Right, so I kind of had a feeling that Dagon was going to be a thing because of the last episode. He mentioned another brother. I'm really bad with names, you guys know this, but he mentioned another brother, and then he mentioned the sister, Dagon. Dagon, that's right, isn't it? But he mentioned her twice, so I was like, she's going to come into this, and she did, so yay me. But what worries me about this one is that Lucifer now has like a ally that's going to help the Nephilim grow, this son grow. I think Lucifer said his name at the very end there as well. And obviously Kelly is going to want to trust Dagon because she has nothing right now because everyone wants this baby dead. And she just wants to protect this baby because she's a mother and that's what mothers do. Apart from Rowena, apparently. So I can't blame her for trusting Dagon now. And Dagon is super powerful, obviously. So having Dagon and Lucifer, when this is all over, working together, that is going to be major. That is a threat that I'm scared about. So unless Supernatural just lets it fizzle out or doesn't pursue it well, I think there's high potential here for some badassery in the villain department as well. Plus, I think she's kind of cool. I liked her. It was great seeing Abaddon again in this because she is a favourite of mine, and yes, she is a villain and I shouldn't like her, but I definitely did. So it was good to see her face again. I mean, I know I said this in the reaction, but it did make me wonder if she was going to return because they've messed with time. But this whole time thing is confusing because I can't fully remember what happened back then in those seasons because possibly this has already happened. Then Abaddon interrupted it, changed time with Crowley sending him off to then lead into this. And then them sending him back, it's just reverting back to how it was. Or, because they've done that now after, I'm confusing myself, but because they've done that after now, would Abaddon potentially die when she did, or the way that she did? Maybe she would still die, but it'd be slightly different. The butterfly effect is real, and the fact that they was just so flippant about sending him back worried me again, but maybe I'm worrying over nothing. That's a high possibility. Okay guys, I am going to leave it there. I'm excited to see the rest of this season. I've got to say I'm enjoying it. And yes, it may not be the same for you, and I'm sorry for that if you find these reactions quite boring. I am really sorry, but I'm hoping that you're going to stick with me on this journey, even though this season isn't your favourite. But I'm genuinely enjoying it, and I want to see how this one pans out. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe, you know, if you want to, but there's no pressure here. Please remember I have the full uncut versions of these over on my Patreon, so please check that out if you're interested, along with my social medias and my merch, my PO box. All the tasty links are down below, so check them out. And I hope to see you again soon for the next reaction. Bye guys.